Okay, we are kicking off this Ask Me Anything, Ask a Clinical EFT Tapping Practitioner Anything series with the question, what is the science behind EFT tapping? And this was a question that was put in the comments. So it is a question that I get a lot. I'm going to explain it in the way that I like to think about it, or I like to talk about it. And that's, for me, focusing on the amygdala. So the amygdala is the part of the brain that controls our stress response. So our stress response is the fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. And when we are experiencing a stressful moment, whether that is in the past, or maybe in the present, or maybe we're thinking about something in the past, our cortisol starts to rise. The amygdala tells the amygdala, the part of the brain that's responsible for the stress response, is telling our bodies to either fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. So when we're tapping, we're lowering the cortisol. We're telling the amygdala, the part of the brain that's controlling it, that it can turn off, that we are safe here and now. Now, mind you, of course, I'm not talking about when we're in moments that are actually threatening or that are actually dangerous. I'm talking about moments where we are experiencing stress that isn't threatening to us, or maybe we are processing a traumatic memory. The tapping is telling the part of the brain, hey, right here and now I'm safe. Maybe back then I wasn't safe, but right here, right now in this moment, I'm physically safe. When something stressful happens to us, whether it's now or from the past, we have this mechanism in our body. The nervous system takes a picture. This is how I like to think of it. Our nervous system takes a picture of that moment so it doesn't happen again, right? It's a protective mechanism. When we tap and we come into contact with something that triggers that response, that triggers that stress, we're not telling the body that this didn't happen. We're telling the body that we can have a new and a better upgraded response. We don't have to have the same response because right here, right now, we're safe. You see animals, in the animal kingdom, or even pets, cats and dogs, shake their bodies after they experience stress. And we as humans have been conditioned to not do that. We're very sedentary. We tell kids stop moving. And that is what completes the stress cycle. So tapping is actually a different version of that, of completing the stress cycle by telling the brain, hey, we're safe. So I hope that's helpful, and we will go on to the next question.